This is controversial, but it's not that controversial with a few scientists I interact with who look at this very closely. I think a lot of our psychiatric disorders, depression, anxiety, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, some of them, you may be predisposed to those things genetically, but I believe a lot of those chronic conditions start with acute infection, much like long COVID or long Lyme disease. There's some acute immune system insult, often an infection, that leads to then chronic neuroinflammation. And when you address that neuroinflammation, a lot of the symptoms can abate, which is why there have been studies looking at just giving people who are depressed anti-inflammatories. And I'm not saying, by the way, anyone listening or watching, that you should go gobble anti-inflammatories. There's side effects. Don't do that. But maybe there are other ways to address excessive inflammation. And it turns out vagus nerve stimulation could be one of those. There are other approaches. Breathing, do breath work. There are different types of breath work that absolutely seem to have an effect on the inflammatory reflex. And that's actually part of the reason why I think folks often see benefits from meditation practice, especially if they do it twice a day, like 10 to 20 minutes per session, after about 2 weeks. It's so consistent, right? It's like for the first week, they're like, I don't know if this is doing anything. And then after like 7 to 10 days, there seems to be something that happens. And people are like, I'm so much calmer. I'm so much this. There are a million different ways you could explain it, but let's throw one out there that I haven't really heard discussed. That the rhythmic breathing that you entrain when you're doing that kind of sitting activates the vagus nerve. If you use a stimulator, guess what? Say for the ear, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, because the effects last about 12 hours. Okay. And it takes about 2 weeks for most people to notice everything settle.
Yeah.
Well, that's a strange coincidence. And if you do box breathing or something like that, like for people who are maybe tuning in who are like, oh, meditation, oh God, like if I have to sit and focus on my breath one more time, or, imagine a candle or whatever it might be. It's not necessarily for everybody. I get it. But you could use an app that just helps you breathe, right? Or something. Try that 10 minutes twice a day for 2 weeks, see what happens. I think most folks will be very pleasantly surprised.